Welcome to your favourite day of the week, everyone. It's day number 23 of our advent calendar, where every day up until Christmas we've been going through a strange and funny story that has happened in history. Yesterday we learned why every British tank now comes fully equipped with tea-making facilities, and today we're going for a ride on the train.
The hype train has pulled into the station. All aboard, choo choo.
The baboon who conducted trains. The baboon's name was Jack, who worked as an assistant to the disabled railway signalman James Wide. Wide was known to be quite the daredevil and developed a habit of leaping from one railway car to another while the trains were moving. However, on one unfortunate day, he misjudged his jump and fell under the moving train. He survived the ordeal, but lost both his legs at the knee, so he made himself 2 new legs out of wooden pegs. On one day in 1880, at a South African market, James witnessed something surreal. A chacman baboon driving an oxcart. Of course he was impressed by the primate's ability to do this, so he instantly brought him and named him Jack. He was now his personal assistant, helping him operate the railway cars due to his disability. Jack was firstly trained to push James to work in a small trolley, and then he began helping with chores around the house. But soon he became quite the skilled signalman. The nature of work for James was as follows. An incoming train would notify the signalman with a particular number of whistles. The signalman should then listen to that and change the track by pulling the lever accordingly. Jack was taught how to use the train signals by James holding up 1 or 2 fingers at him, and then Jack pulled the corresponding levers. However, in the baboon's intelligence, he soon learned about the patterns associated by the number of whistles and began pulling the levers without any guidance from James. On one day, things got kind of worrisome for James and Jack. A passenger who was travelling the route soon noticed the gears were being operated by a baboon instead of a human, and complained to railway authorities. How boring must that person be? The railway officers were aware that James had a personal assistant, but what they didn't know is that it was a baboon. The inquiry got to a point that the officials considered firing James, as well as Jack, but James pleaded with them to test Jack's abilities. Upon witnessing the capability and intelligence of the baboon, they came away utterly impressed. Jack knows the signal whistle as well as I do. Also, every one of the levers, wrote Railway Superintendent George B. Howe. It was very touching to see his fondness for his master. As I drew near, they were both sitting on the trolley, the baboon's arms round his master's neck, the other stroking Wide's face. After the railway authorities visited them and found the capability in Jack's work, he was soon made an official employee of the railway company and got paid 20 cents daily and half a bottle of beer weekly. Jack continued his work on the railways for 9 years until his death in 1890 due to tuberculosis. And it is said during his 9-year stint he never committed a single mistake. Jack's skull is now displayed at a museum in Grahamstown in South Africa, which is not far away from the place that he worked some 100 years before. So thank you all for watching, everyone, and I hope you've all enjoyed day 23 of our advent calendar. Another amazing animal that can go along in the history books with the bear that fought in World War II and the emus who defeated the Australians. Join us tomorrow as we go through more animal facts, and this time we learn how eels powered the medieval economy. Make sure you don't miss that, and I'll see you all then. Peace.